Yesterday, I decided to buy the Resident Evil movie that was recently released on digital, and I bought it not expecting much. Honestly, I was just like, let me just get this just to review it. And the first scene caught my attention, and it was amazing. Whenever I seen that Sony logo, I got a little excited. I was like, wow, this is the company that gave us Cross the Spider Verse and Spider-Man Miles Morales, possibly one of the greatest animations ever. So I was excited to see this film, and the opening scene was beautiful. This animation is like none other. Once you see the first scene, you will see the future of animation. I know it might look bad, but I'm telling you, it is beautiful. The graphics kind of look like a PlayStation game, but if the PlayStation game was good graphics, it's a weird animation. At first, you might not get used to it, but the second you get to that Leon's chase scene with the motorcycle, this motorcycle chase scene, I'm guys, I'm gonna be honest. I am going to act like I'm being paid to talk about this movie, but I'm not. This movie's just too good. And I feel like if you like video games and you want to see more video game movies, we have to support this kind of movie. I'm actually so shocked that it went straight to DVD. I hope that whenever somebody watches this, they'll be like, wow, I am a Resident Evil fan and I want to see this. Keep in mind, the only Resident Evil experience I have is 2 hours of Resident Evil Biohazard and like 3 hours of Resident Evil 2. I don't know what I'm doing in any of those games, so I'm kind of new to the universe, but I kind of know the characters. I grew up with brothers with that love the universe and Resident Evil, so I know a little bit about stuff. The story has all the four main characters: Jill, Chris, Claire, and Leon. It takes place in Alcatraz, so like basically the crew is fighting zombies in Alcatraz. That alone is a cool idea. And there's this one beautiful chase scene. I'm gonna try my best to keep you guys as not spoil as much as possible, but it's Leon in a chase scene, and it reminds me so much of this Batman chase. I wasn't expecting anything good to come out of this chase scene, but once I seen this chase scene, I realized that I was in good hands. This movie has boss battles, and the boss battle is so amazing. And I'm like, wow, this if I feel like I'm playing a boss battle, I'm watching myself play a boss battle. The boss battle was beautiful and amazing, and there's a few Easter eggs inside of that boss battle that are so beautiful. It is such a Resident Evil boss battle, and it's amazing. All these creatures, the first time you see a zombie, you realize, if you're a regular viewer, you realize that the struggles that the characters are going to face. Somebody experiences Jill struggles to see one zombie, and the way that they implemented it into this movie is phenomenal. Every feeling that you feel playing Resident Evil, you will feel in this movie. And that is so great. If you guys have any games that you would like to see adapted into a movie like this, let me know in the comment section. The action scenes on here are literally beautiful. Like they're some of the best action scenes I've ever seen in anything. And some action scenes could get out of hand, but there you gotta keep in mind it's like a video game, it's a Capcom game, and Capcom games get out of hand, and they did not hold back with the animations and how they made these characters go. I remember seeing one of these scenes of a character, and it was like me talking to him, and he instantly responded because he reacted the same way that I would react. I kind of want to say the joke, but I want you guys to go in as fresh as possible. I felt like the people that worked on this game, they played Resident Evil and they know Resident Evil, or they at least had somebody near them that played Resident Evil, because that was this movie is so perfect. It's so perfect. There's a scene where it's the beginning scene, so of course you're gonna spoil it, but it's not that much of a spoiler because the first 5 minutes you see it. The scene where they're releasing ammo of MP5, and the dramatic part of the scene is that you can see the bullets case shells dropping, and I'm like, wow. I know flashlights are a really important part of Resident Evil. They got that down in this movie, and they saw how powerful those are, and they do what the animates with the flashlight. It is so perfect. The zombies are so cool. Every character has a purpose in this movie. Um, the villain, man, they showcase one villain, and whenever they showcase it, you don't actually know who it is, which is so amazing because we barely get that. And the other villain is pretty cool. There's two villains in this movie. Uh, Everybody shines in here. I don't think anybody was underused. Chris was a bad A word. Everybody was awesome. That Leon Chase scene, I don't think I'll ever forget that. The boss battle was amazing. Oh, I do have one bad thing about it, but it's not really bad. I think like the first 10 minutes are amazing, but once the team hits Alcatraz, because this movie takes place. Did I not mention that this movie takes place in Alcatraz? Jesus Christ. Once this place hits Alcatraz, I promise you, you will not be able to take your scene. You will not be able to take your eyes off of the screen because that's how good the story is selling. I think it's available on Amazon, Fandango, everywhere digital. Make sure you check it out. This movie is fantastic, man. It's probably one of my favorite movies this year. And one thing that I love about talking about whenever I record videos like this is if this will make me this video game is not only supposed to be viewed for everybody, but it's supposed to be viewed for new people, and it's supposed to make people want to play the game. If I want to play Resident Evil 2, I want to go back and try to learn this and beat the game. That's what this movie did, and it did a really good job at doing that. And I'll be posting more Resident Evil gameplay on the gaming channel. So yeah, that's it. That's all it's gonna be.
Careful, I got some loved ones that depend on me. Thinking about my pops, cash and clothes and make it hard to sleep. That's why at 3 a.m. I'm counting money instead of counting sheep. And I ain't stopping till I make it. I got some promises to keep.